In a quiet alleyway in the ancient city of Fez, a woman named Fatima stands in her kitchen. The day is 2025, December 28th, and a gentle winter light filters through a small high window, illuminating the room in a soft glow. This kitchen is the vibrant heart of her home, filled with warmth and the echoes of generations. Copper pots, well-loved tagines gleam with the patina of countless meals. On a worn wooden table, a mosaic of small bowls holds a universe of spices. Fragrant cumin, earthy turmeric, fiery ginger, their colors a tapestry of ochre, gold, and sienna. This is a place of alchemy. Beside the spices, a heavy clay bowl of plump, brine-cured green olives, their skins glistening. Next, a large glass jar, preserved lemons catching the light. This kitchen is a library of memory. Every scent, every tool, every gesture. Fatima is not just preparing a meal, she is continuing a story that began long before she was born, a story passed down from her grandmother to her mother, and now, through her own hands. Fatima moves with a quiet, practiced grace, her hands knowing the rhythm of this space intimately. She remembers watching her mother at this very table, measuring spices with an intuition that seemed like magic. She can still hear the gentle clatter of plates, the low hum of her grandmother's voice stories, woven into each recipe. The dish she is making is known throughout Morocco as Djaj Makwali, or more simply, Fassi chicken. It is often called the crown dish of Fez, a title it wears with regal confidence. This is not a dish of aggressive heat or overwhelming complexity, but one of profound and elegant balance. Its soul lies in the harmonious interplay of a few key ingredients, each one playing a crucial role in the final composition. The star of the dish is, of course, the chicken, which will be slow cooked until it is so tender that it practically melts away from the bone, its mild flavor a perfect canvas for the vibrant tastes that will adorn it. The most distinctive flavors come from two essential Moroccan ingredients: preserved lemons. The preserved lemons contribute a uniquely bright, salty, and slightly bitter tang that is impossible to replicate with fresh citrus. They cut through the richness of the dish, adding a clean, sharp note that awakens the palate. Olives. Complementing this zesty brightness is the deep, savory, and slightly fruity taste of the green olives. When cooked, their saltiness mellows, and they absorb the surrounding flavors, becoming soft, buttery jewels scattered throughout the sauce. Together, these two elements create a classic pairing that is the hallmark of so many beloved Moroccan tagines, a perfect marriage of salty and sour. The recipe's foundation is built upon a fragrant blend of spices, the holy trinity of many Moroccan kitchens: ground ginger, golden turmeric, cumin, saffron, threads cinnamon. These spices don't shout. They sing in a beautiful, resonant chorus. This dish is a testament to the idea that the most memorable flavors are often born from simplicity and patience. The steps are straightforward, following a logic that has been refined over centuries. The cooking process begins with the chicken, the centerpiece of the dish. Fatima takes a whole chicken, a heavy, well-sharpened knife in hand. She expertly cuts it into pieces: thighs, drumsticks, breasts. She places the pieces into a heavy-bottomed pot. Close-up of the pot's worn surface and handle. She adds a generous pour of olive oil shimmering and heating. The chicken begins to sizzle. She turns each piece carefully, pieces browning to a pale, beautiful gold. Skin just beginning to crisp. Once seared, she adds the onions, finely chopped 2 large onions. Onions hitting the hot oil and beginning to soften. She stirs with a long wooden spoon around the chicken. Onions turning translucent, releasing sweetness. Caramelized onions building a thick, luscious base. She adds a generous amount of minced garlic blooming, mingling with onions and chicken. She measures spices with her palm and fingers, close-up hands. Ground ginger, golden turmeric, earthy cumin, delicate pinch of saffron threads soaked in warm water. Spices cling and color the pot. She stirs gently to coat every piece. The kitchen fills with warm, exotic aroma. Fatima adds just enough water, halfway up the pieces. She brings it to a gentle simmer. She reduces heat and covers the pot with its heavy lid. Steam begins to rise. Time takes over as the flavors meld. Yep, and then you just wait, patiently. Section 4. The magic ingredients. lemons, olives, and thyme. An hour or so passes. The only sound in the kitchen is the soft, rhythmic bubbling from the pot. The air is thick with the rich aroma of simmering chicken and spices. Now, Fatima decides it is time to introduce the elements that will elevate the dish from simply delicious to truly unforgettable. She reaches for the large glass jar of preserved lemons, their bright yellow rinds glowing like captured sunshine. Using a fork, she fishes out a whole lemon. It is soft and pliant to the touch. She carefully rinses it under cool water, then separates the pulp from the rind, discarding the fleshy interior. The rind is the part she needs. It holds all the concentrated citrus essence and salty punch. With her knife, she slices the soft, fragrant rind into thin, elegant strips. Preserved lemons are a magical ingredient. Their flavor is intensely lemony, but without the sharp acidity of fresh lemons. Complex, salty, slightly bitter. As she adds the lemon strips to the simmering pot, the aroma of the sauce instantly brightens, taking on a clean, zesty character that cuts beautifully through the richness of the chicken and spices. This is the flavor that defines Fassi chicken, its unmistakable signature. Next, she turns her attention to the green olives. She scoops a generous handful from the bowl of brine and adds them directly to the pot. Firm, meaty, robust, fruity, salty. As they warm in the fragrant sauce, they soften slightly, their saltiness mellowing as they absorb the flavors of ginger, turmeric, and chicken broth. They provide a wonderful textural contrast to the tender chicken and a burst of savory, briny flavor in every other bite. The combination of the bright preserved lemon and the rich, earthy olive is a classic pairing that creates a perfect, mouth-watering balance. With the final key ingredients added, Fatima gives the pot a gentle stir, careful not to break up the tender chicken pieces. She tastes the sauce, her head tilted in concentration. It is almost perfect. It needs just a touch more salt to balance the flavors, which she adds sparingly. Finally, she chops a handful of fresh cilantro and parsley, tossing most of it into the pot. The fresh green herbs add a final layer of bright, clean flavor and a hint of peppery freshness. She smiles, satisfied. Her hands, guided by instinct and memory, know precisely when each ingredient should be added to achieve the perfect harmony. The dish is almost ready. Section 5. A feast for the senses, bringing it all together. The chicken continues to simmer for another 15 minutes, letting lemon and olives fully permeate. Finally, Fatima turns off the heat. She lifts the lid. A cloud of fragrant steam billows out, filling the kitchen with the glorious scent. The sauce has thickened into a glossy golden liquid, clinging to the tender chicken. The kitchen is now a feast for the senses. Rich, golden brown chicken, sunny yellow lemon rinds, deep green olives, flecks of fresh herbs, all swimming in saffron-hued sauce. The smell is intoxicating, a complex perfume. Cumin, warm earth, ginger, sweet pungency, lemons, bright citrus, slow-cooked chicken, savory depth. It signals comfort, celebration, and the imminent joy of a shared meal. Her children, drawn by the aroma, gather at the doorway, their quiet laughter and excited whispers, the final most important ingredient. Fatima brings out a large, ornate family platter. She uses tongs to arrange the chicken into a generous mound. She spoons the magnificent sauce so it cascades and pools. She scatters strips of preserved lemon and plump green olives over the chicken. She adds toasted slivered almonds for crunch. She sprinkles fresh cilantro and parsley across the platter. The vibrant green adds a final burst of color and freshness. The platter sits on the table like a crown, proud and inviting. More than a meal, a work of art, an offering of love. Section 6. The Enduring Legacy, a taste of home and heritage. As evening falls, the family gathers around the table. The warm glow of the lights illuminates their faces as they share freshly baked bread and glasses of sweet mint tea. The Fassi chicken platter sits at the center, its aroma filling the room with warmth and welcome. They eat in the traditional way, using pieces of bread to scoop up the tender chicken and to sop up the incredible sauce. Each mouthful is a perfect symphony of flavors. The soft, succulent chicken, the bright, salty tang of the lemon, the buttery richness of the olive, all enveloped in the fragrant spiced sauce. It is the taste of comfort, of celebration of home. This dish is not difficult to prepare, but it demands patience and love. It asks for time for the chicken to become tender, time for the onions to melt into sweetness, time for the spices to release their full potential. The preserved lemons are the soul of the dish, lending it a distinctive Moroccan character that lingers in the memory long after the meal is over. Every family in Fez has its own subtle variation. One might add a dash more cinnamon, another a hint of honey for sweetness, but the heart of the recipe remains the same. It is a family treasure, a culinary heirloom passed from one generation to the next. For those who travel to Morocco, this dish is often one of the first and most memorable tastes of the country's rich cuisine. It encapsulates the warmth of Moroccan hospitality and the depth of its culinary history. The memory of its unique flavor often inspires travelers to try and recreate it in their own kitchens, seeking out jars of preserved lemons and bags of fragrant spices. In this way, the recipe travels, bringing a piece of a small kitchen in Fez to tables all around the world, connecting people through the universal language of good food. Food, after all, has the power to carry a home within it, a single taste capable of evoking a place, a person, a feeling. The woman in the kitchen knows this deep in her bones. She cooks with purpose and with care, not just for her family, but for the preservation of her culture. In her hands, a simple recipe becomes a vessel for a much larger story, connecting the past to the present on a single, beautiful platter. When the meal is over and the plates are cleared, the memory of the shared food and laughter remains. The recipe will be taught to her own children one day, ensuring that the crown dish of Fez will continue to hold its place of honor at the family table, keeping the heart of their heritage alive and warm. For to share a recipe is to share a story, and to share food is to share love. It's deeply satisfying.